Good morning from Miniature Apothecary. I got to do some weeding this morning, so I thought that'd be a good opportunity to talk about some of these weedy plants and maybe show you a few. So right here we have a terrible invasive weed. This is black swallowwort, and whenever you see this plant, get it out of your garden, get it out of your yards. Black swallowwort, what happens is butterflies come and feed on the flowers and it kills them. So I'm just going to dig this up. The problem with black swallowwort is it has a really deep root. It's really hard to eradicate. So you want to get something that has a long digging part. See how long the roots are? It has these white roots. And do not throw that in your compost because you'll spread it everywhere. Throw it in the garbage. Let's see who else we have in here. You can see there's a whole bunch of mint coming up. Peppermint. The mints cross with each other really easily. And peppermint it's a great plant to have, but do be warned, as you can probably see, it spreads underground and it will take over your garden. So you might want to keep it in a container, but it's a wildly useful plant. Got some grass in here. Let's get this out of here. Weeding is one of the best ways to learn plants because I'm really all about experiential herbalism and plant ID, and that means touching the plants. Like you can see when I'm pulling this grass up, it takes some effort, and just learning how a plant feels when you pull it out of the ground, how much resistance you get, can help you to identify it if things are deeply rooted or shallowly rooted. This here I'm going to leave. This is evening primrose, Oenothera biennius, I believe is the botanical name. Evening primrose is a very useful medicinal plant, which I'll do a class on at some point. There's some more grass. Let's get this out of here. Got a little catmint over here. Catmint's a nice plant to grow. It has some medicinal properties, and it's also a fabulous pollinator plant. I used to work at a place doing some landscape gardening, and they had about 100 catmint plants. If you crush the leaves, that's another good way to learn what plants are. Oh my goodness, look at all this swallowwort. Holy Moses. We're going to get that right out of there. But if you crush the leaves of a plant and smell them, so nice. That's another good way to learn about how to identify things positively. Oh, here's another invasive plant right in here. This is Japanese knotweed. Japanese knotweed is so tricky because it can reproduce itself. Look at that swallowwort root. My